It is not just an ordinary marine scientific research vessel. It is also intended to have polar exploration because this is also capable of ice-breaking vessel.
What you are doing is not only protecting territory. What you are doing is not only protecting citizens. You are defining for the rest of the world the territory of the Republic of the Philippines. And having done so, you are defending that territory.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Yes, this is the first time that we were able to basically document that the Chinese research vessels are deploying such submersible research capability.
Sa unang pagkakataon na dokumento ng Philippine Coast Guard ang ginawang deployment ng China sa isang submersible research vessel sa loob ng exclusive economic zone ng bansa. Kahapon, naabutan ng BRP Teresa Magbanwa ang Chinese research vessel Tanzhou Zanhao o Tanzhou 3 sa layong 92 nautical miles mula sa baybayin ng Burgos, Ilocos Norte. Pagdating ng PCG, agad nilapitan ng research vessel ang isang lumulutang na bagay sa harapan nito. Umabante ang barko at itinago sa starboard ang equipment. Hindi na nakita sa video, ngunit ayon sa PCG, isanakay na nila ang kanilang deep sea submersible vessel na kayang sumisid ng 4,500 metro sa ilalim ng dagat. Maya-maya, ibinaba nila ang kanilang rigid-hulled inflatable boat. At sa hindi kalayuan, kinuha at isinakay sa barko ang isang bagay na kulay dilaw na may pagkakahawig sa mga submersible drone na natagpuan sa iba't ibang lugar sa bansa.
And since we do not have enough proof to tell the world and to tell the public that they are really carrying out an illegal marine scientific research within our own exclusive economic zone, it's very hard for us to allege China in doing so. But this time around, as I said, this is a very successful operation dahil for the first time we were able to document them deploying submersible research vessel and also retrieving that yellow equipment that clearly shows supportive of their illegal marine scientific research.
Ito ang unang pagkakataong nakita ang research vessel na nag-deploy ng mga ganitong uri ng equipment. Ngayon lang din nila na-monitor ang pinakamalaki at modernong research vessel na ito na pumasok sa EEZ ng bansa. May kakayahan ito sa deep sea mapping.
Nakakabahala in a way na it's because these Chinese research vessels have the capability for deep sea mapping, no? So when you say deep sea mapping, malalim ito, and there is a possibility that they're also doing this kind of deep sea mapping in support of their submarine navigation, no? It is not just an ordinary marine scientific research vessel. It is also intended to have polar exploration because this is also capable of ice-breaking vessel. This is currently operated by the Institute of Deep Sea Science Engineering under the supervision of the Chinese Academy of Sciences.
Dahil dito, lumakas din ang teorya ng PCG na posibleng ang China ang nasa likod ng mga submersible drone na nakita ng mga mangingisda sa iba't ibang lugar sa bansa mula 2022 at ang pinakahuli nito lamang Pebrero ngayong taon. Sa inilabas na resulta ng Philippine Navy sa ginawang pagsusuri, 55 hanggang 80% ang posibilidad na galing sa China ang mga ito.
It basically strengthens the possibility that the drones that we were able to monitor in different parts of the country really came from the Chinese government, since they are the ones who never really hesitate to violate the UNCLOS and to disrespect our sovereign rights within our own exclusive economic zone.
Sa uling ulat ng PCG kaninang umaga, nakalabas na ng exclusive economic zone ng bansa ang nasabing research vessel. Samantala, muling inihayag ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ang suporta ng administrasyon sa pagpapalakas ng kapabilidad ng Philippine Coast Guard. Sa panunumpa ng mga newly promoted officer ng PCG, binigyang diin ng Pangulo ang halaga na patuloy na maipagtanggol ang teritoryo ng bansa.
What you are doing is not only protecting territory. What you are doing is not only protecting citizens. You are defining for the rest of the world the territory of the Republic of the Philippines. And having done so, you are defending that territory. That is the importance of what the job has become for Philippine Coast Guard. The missions are declarations. We will always stand for what is ours, and we will do so with dignity, with integrity, but with strength.
Samantala, naniniwala ang isang maritime law expert na patuloy na pumoporma ang China para sa posibleng plano na i-reclaim ang Bajo de Masinloc. Ayon sa National Security Council, hindi papayagan sakaling magtangka ang China na gawing artificial island ang Bajo de Masinloc.
Ang larawang ito, ang Automatic Identification System o AIS Transmission Images ng Scarborough Shoal o Bajo de Masinloc, bahagi ng teritoryo ng Pilipinas at nasa loob ng Exclusive Economic Zone ng bansa sa mga larawang ibinahagi ng Sea Light Initiative na inorganisa ng Strat-based ADR. Ipinapakita na sa nakalipas na isang taon, nadoble ang aktibidad ng mga barko ng China sa paligid ng Bajo de Masinloc.
If we look at movement patterns over this time, we obviously that Chinese movement around Scarborough Shoal increases dramatically, and the behavior of these ships also changes slightly. So we see, in addition, the perimeter around Scarborough Shoal has increased and become much more of a hotbed of activity, but that this activity has been pushed out another 20 or 30 miles and that they're running a much further perimeter.
Kinumpirma ito ng National Security Council at mariing tinututulan ng Pilipinas. Ayon sa maritime law expert na si J. Batong Bakal, patuloy na pumuporma ang China para sa isang posibleng plano na i-reclaim o tambakan ang Bajo de Masinloc, gaya ng ginawa nilang artificial island sa Kalayaan Island Group na tinayuan ng mga gusali, runways at iba't ibang military facilities.
Definitely, if they succeed in their plans and say in the future convert Scarborough Shoal into another military base like Fiery Cross and Subi and Mischief, that would not only cement their illegal control, but it would also have serious implications for the rest of the region and the world.
Kinukuha pa ng GMA Integrated News ang reaksyon ng Chinese Embassy sa Pilipinas kaugnay dito. Pero ayon sa National Security Council, hindi raw ito papayagang mangyari ng Pilipinas. At sa oras daw na magtangka ang China na gawing artificial island ang Bajo de Masinloc, red line na raw ito o linyang aalmahan at hindi papayagan.
What keeps us awake at night, of course, is the prospect of China, since they have presence in the area, turning the shoal into a artificial island or militarizing it. That is going to be very troubling. The legal status of Scarborough Shoal as part of Philippine territory is clear. Therefore, that is a red line for the Philippines. Okay, I hope that China continue to adhere to the Declaration of Conduct.
Ang tinutukoy na Declaration of Conduct ni Malaya ay yung DOC na pinirmahan ng Pilipinas, China at iba pang bansa sa ASEAN na walang bagong bahagi na iookupa habang binubuo ang Code of Conduct o COC.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw.